Welcome everyone to the 7 Days Podcast. I am Boy 133 Jim and I'll be talking about Raw, SmackDown Live, NXT recently, and WWE 2K18, and also Hell in a Cell predictions for this Sunday's Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, SmackDown Live exclusive pay-per-view for this Sunday on the 8th. Now let's begin with WWE 2K18. Now we've seen footage, we've been graced, we've been blessed with footage, gameplays, entrances, a little piece of my career, a little piece of universe mode, and seeing how the battle royale, how the battle royale works, the Royal Rumble works, all that good stuff we've seen. And honestly, I'm hyped for the game. I am legit hype for this game. Now, if it seems like it's the same thing every year. You get hyped for a game, you get the game, you play for a while, and then, you kind of get tired of it, or you get burned out of it, or you just realize it sucks, right? That's exactly how I feel about 2K17. 2K17, we all looked at it like, oh my god, I'm pretty sure I've said the same thing about 17 towards 16, how I feel about 17 towards 18 now. Like I said that about 17 when I had 16. Oh, 17 looks better. Graphics look this and that. I look. All I can say is, fuck 2K17. I'm not shitting on the 2K themselves. I'm just saying, look. It was good while it lasted, but now I'm tired. I'm trying to move on now. I'm tired of this pimple on my butt cheeks, so to speak. This pimple on my ass. All right, I need to get this shit out. I'm tired of 2K17, 2K18, the new hotness. I'm waiting for that. I'm hyped for Universe Mode. My career looks interesting to me because, free roam and more backstage stuff. Get to interact with people. I like that. I like that a lot. Get to meet people that makes your tires, your trainers. I'm pretty sure you can have interactions with the doctors. I don't know. But you can do a lot so far from what I've seen. So, I tweeted out, and I want to say it right here now. I want to thank Lose, Dank Gaps, Pulse, Tony Pizza, yeah. Murphs, YT13, Smat Talks, the 101 Element Games, and more of these mofos that be making these footages, making these gameplays, and being able to go out and play early. If it's not me, I'm glad it's them, because just like me, they're not gonna bullshit the viewers on how the game is, before it's released, This is like they're able to play before the game is gonna come out by next week, like next Friday. Only like 7 days, 8 to 7 days from now, the game releases for the deluxe edition. Normally it will release on the Tuesday, so on the 17th, right? So I'm glad. I honestly know. I know that I'm not at that level yet where 2K is gonna hit me up and be like, hey, you want to come over to New York or wherever we are to film 2K18 or play the game early, give your feedback and this and that. I know I'm not there yet. Of course not. I feel like I got years ahead of me. I got years ahead of me to get to that point. But honestly, I'm glad it's like those guys. Luz and Tony Pizza Guy, all these guys, Tubby Emu as well, and many more, Pulse and Dank and Murph and this guy, that gal, this dude, all those guys, all those people. I'm blessed that it's them because I've seen a lot of footages from everyone's perspective so far, and I have loved every single second of it. I've seen Big Show, how he looks with the big beard, thank God. I've seen how Enzo works by Emo. I've seen how this one works and how the entrance is, and I was able to dig deep to find a Sami Zayn entrance, and I can tell y'all, if you didn't see it yet, I'm telling you right now, they have changed it. Thank God. I'm happy for that. I'm disappointed as far as Kalisto goes because I'm watching TLC from last year's on my TV right now, and And I'm kind of disappointed to see that Kalisto's new theme song is in the game. Yeah, that Mega Man bullshit type shit game theme song is in the game. Like, I honestly, why? Just why? Now, I watched 205 Live last night because I need to fall asleep, and I was really bored. I watched NXT, then I needed more wrestling to watch. So I'm like, you know what, let me watch 205 Live. Fuck it. And I see Kalisto wrestle Dvar. Match was decent. Just that Kalisto finally made the right choice. He didn't do it on Monday Night Raw, but he did it on 205 Live, though. He changed his theme song. Thank God they changed his theme song back to the original Lucha theme song. You know, where he was with where he was with Sin Cara for the Lucha Dragons. Because to me, that theme song works with Kalisto. It gets people hyped. That BS he has now as a new theme, that don't work, bro. That does not work. It doesn't get nobody hyped. It's like, huh? What is this? You know, it's like, are we in the 2000s? What's going on here? You know, like it just doesn't work. But overall, I'm hyped for 2K18. I can't wait for it to come out. I can't wait to get my hands on it. I can't wait to show you guys my perspective. I've seen Create Arena. I've seen the championships. I've seen 205 Live Arena. I've seen all of what I need to see, and I just now need to get my hands on it. So, and as far as me buying the game goes, I already have my check right here. I have it with me. It's just that I just need to cash it out. That's all I need to do. Tomorrow on the 6th, I'll be able to cash it out. So, your boy getting that game the second it comes out. The second it hits the 13th midnight on Friday. The second it strikes midnight, your boy's getting the game. And I swear, 20 to 25 minutes at best is what you're going to get from me. I'm going to edit the best I can to minimize me creating stuff and just show the majority of the video of me, playing a match. And then the rest of by the end of the video, you'll see me go on to the my career part of the video, and then that'll be it. And that's my plan for that day. That's my plan for when the game releases. Overall, I just can't wait. Now, as far as everything else goes in real life, Raw and SmackDown this week. Raw was definitely better than SmackDown Live, because SmackDown, that's all I can say. That's all I can say about that. NXT was good. Was a good show. I need my tag team. I always forget their names, but you know, the hype team. You know, the one that has the cup. Yeah. The one with the NXT cup. Yeah. Those two. Yeah, I need those two back on my TV screen ASAP, because we didn't get no Lars Sullivan. We didn't get, Lars Sullivan, bro. Let me tell you about Lars Sullivan. That dude is freakishly strong. He's a freak. Simple. Forget the term monster. He's a freak. Have you seen him go up against Oney Lorcan last week? Oney Lorcan versus Lars Sullivan was the most impactful match I've recently seen. Like, you know how Oney Lorcan, for those that watch NXT, Oney Lorcan, he hits hard. But Lars Sullivan, he will drop you very hard. All I can say is, dude, I'm actually glad he's in the game too, as far as DLC goes. He's in the game. I am hyped. But NXT recently on Twitter, the gamer Triple H, while he's in India, right? And he announced that Jinder Mahal, well, this is kind of a spoiler, Jinder Mahal, as the WWE champion in that same tweet, said Triple H, will be in India between the 10th to the 13th or something along those lines. So, What does that say about, I don't know, Hell in a Cell? Well, let's, how about we get to that right now? Because Raw and SmackDown, nothing much for me to talk about anyway. Hell in a Cell live in Detroit, Michigan. Hopefully it'll be a great crowd. Because Denver, Colorado from Monday Night Raw was a awesome crowd. Denver for SmackDown was a shitty crowd. You know, I honestly think they should not do two shows in one city. That's a bad choice. That's a bad choice. That always leads to failure. Even in Toronto, when they came to Toronto back in August, 2 months ago, I honestly think that Raw was better than SmackDown. Mainly, even though they're in the same city, Raw was better than SmackDown. It's funny because last year in Chicago, but both final Raw and SmackDown Live of the year, SmackDown was better than Raw. But yet, in 2017, Raw is better than SmackDown when it comes to two cities, two shows rather, in one city. That's strange. It's strange and funny to me. But overall, Jinder Mahal versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Not inside Hell in a Cell. Jinder Mahal is defending the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Or WWE Championship. Against Shinsuke Nakamura. Obviously, I'm picking Jinder Mahal. Now, I could just tell you why. You know, but you're probably thinking, oh, why though? I mean, he sucks. He's awful. He's the reason why SmackDown Live, as far as attendance go, is awful. They're like a 40% capacity. I'm not picking him because I'm a fan of Mahal. Mahal has surprised me in the first 2 months of him being champion. But the rest of it, nah. Mahal to me, as by the time it got to SummerSlam time, after that whole feud with Randy Orton, that's when I thought, okay, maybe it's time for a new WWE champion. I'm just saying. You know, Bray Wyatt championship reign was from February to April, right? Yeah, it was from February to April. John Cena's WWE championship reign, his 16th championship reign, sadly was 2 weeks, 14 days to be exact. AJ Styles' reign was from what? From September to January. So that's a decent amount of time. But you get my drift though. I think it's time for a new WWE champion. Just that, well, sadly, it's not going to be Shinsuke Nakamura as of right now. Here's what I think is going to happen. Mahal's going to win the Hell in a Cell. He's going to go to India as WWE champion. I would laugh my ass off if they actually do this match. They have a rematch. It's a live event. Mahal versus Shinsuke. And Shinsuke wins the title on a live event show from India. I bet that happens. Because, why not? I mean, look at it. Think about it like this. You see, Mahal gets to walk in as WWE champion in his hometown. In his home country, rather. And he gets to defend the championship in his home country. But does he need to win, though? No, he doesn't need to win. He done what he said he was gonna do. He walked into his home country rather. I'm sorry, I'm used to this hometown stuff, but you get my point. Home country. He walks in as champion on his shoulder. He walks in with the championship on his shoulder. Does he need to win? You know? So, yeah. He walks in champ. He loses, and Nakamura walks out champ. And then they have the rematch in that Starrcade nonsense in the 11th event 2 weeks after Survivor Series, because I don't think that they're gonna have a rematch at Survivor Series. But honestly, we don't know what WWE's thinking. And it's funny how people shit on Road Dogg, how that he's a part of this creative stuff. He's on the creative team. But little did y'all know, Road Dogg is behind the tapings for Triple H. Triple H is gone to India, right, for a business meeting or business stuff in India. So Mahal, Jesus Christ. God forbid. Road Dogg Jesse James is filling in for Triple H. I'm surprised nobody's going nuts on that. I'm surprised nobody's going to be like, oh my god, not Road Dogg. Road Dogg is going to shit on NXT. I'm just saying. It's like you shit on him for SmackDown, but you don't shit on him for NXT. What's going on here? What kind of blasphemy is this? But I'm just talking on my ass here. But you guys get my point. Mahal is gonna walk out WWE champion at Hell in the Cell. Plain and simple. If you don't like it, I don't like it either. But I gotta say this towards myself and to y'all that don't like it. Tough shit. Because it's WWE in the end of the day. They make the decisions. We just gotta sit there and watch it. Yeah, we could just fight and be like, yeah, it's our opinion. We're the viewers. We're the one that's buying your product. We have every right to say something about it. Well, is it gonna make a fucking difference though? In the end, I mean, remember, this is the same company that's making a lot of money, and they're producing one of the worst things on television right now. Okay, they're producing a lot of bad shit this year, 2016 and 15, but yet they're making so much money. So as far as money goes, why would they want to change anything? Why would they want to change as far as making money goes? Maybe if they change anything, if they tried, I guarantee you this is how it is WWE. If they're making good product toward, like, if we think, oh, what they're doing is great, then maybe they're losing money. Maybe they're losing money while making good product, but yet they're gaining money when they're making bad product. You get what I'm saying here? When it's good, they're losing money, but when it's bad, they're making money. It's backwards. It's somehow backwards. That's what I honestly think. That's what they're thinking, or that's what's actually going on. Actually, rather than what they're thinking. But you guys get my point. Mahal is walking out WWE champion. That's all I can say about that. AJ Styles versus Baron Corbin. I'm gonna go on a limb here and say Baron Corbin. Now you're probably thinking, why Baron Corbin? He sucks. He lost the briefcase in the stupidest way ever. He lost to John Cena at SummerSlam. Why? Why pick Baron Corbin? Well, my little friend here, because the United States title ain't doing dick for AJ Styles. I've been a fan of AJ Styles for 6-7 years now. And that's including the TNA days, okay? And seeing his work for all these years, watching that one match with him and Nakamura at Japan in Wrestle Kingdom 11, I believe. Was it 11 or 9? I think it's 11. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I think it's 9. I think it's Wrestle Kingdom 9. Because 11 is this. No. Hold on. I need to be clear. I need to be clear. Oh, it's 10. There we go. Wrestle Kingdom 10. Never mind. You guys get my point. Wrestle Kingdom 10. I'm thinking 9. I'm thinking 11. Whatever. 10. Wrestle Kingdom 10. All right. Either way. Either way. All the way up to him debuting at the Royal Rumble last year, and look at him now. AJ Styles 2016 had the best. AJ Styles is probably one of the very few WWE superstars that has the best first year. He came through red hot. He debuted in a WWE Championship match, the Royal Rumble last year, where Roman Reigns had to defend the WWE title. That's number 1. And then what? He got to compete at WrestleMania that same year. And then what? Like 4 or 5 months later, he competes for the WWE Championship, get like 2 opportunities on 2 pay-per-views. Then he takes on the face that runs the place in John Cena like 2 times. 2-3 times, right? In a one-on-one match and a multi-man match later on, right? He faced him at Money in the Bank and at SummerSlam in a one-on-one match. And then what? It took AJ Styles 8 to 9 months to win the WWE Championship, and then held that title for the rest of the year, leading on to 2017. 2017, what has Styles done? He held the title, lost it to Cena, beat up Shane McMahon, won the United States title finally, but then keep losing it, winning it back, losing it, winning it back. And then now is fighting Baron Corbin for what reason, don't know, for the United States title. So, you tell me, chasing and winning the United States title, the U.S. title has held back AJ Styles. And I think it's time where the Phenomenal One gets to go on and reclaim his WWE Championship. So I'm thinking maybe Styles could drop the U.S. title, let Corbin hold on to it for a little bit, let him feud with Ty Dillinger, because Ty Dillinger did beat him on the recent episode of SmackDown Live on Tuesday. So Ty Dillinger would have an argument saying, hey, I beat you before you became champ, so I can obviously beat you, so how about me and you go at it for U.S. title since I already beat you already, you know? So I honestly think that dropping the U.S. title will do good for AJ Styles. Him holding it won't do jack shit. So Corbin getting the win will actually help him get better in his career, because Corbin right now is awful. Like, when I see Baron Corbin, I sigh in displeased. I'm displeased. I'm not happy. I'm tired of seeing Baron Corbin. I'm not going to lie. I don't want to see Corbin after that Money in the Bank cash-in loss. I don't want to see Corbin after that John Cena loss. I don't want to see Corbin at all. But overall, Baron Corbin winning that U.S. title might help him out a lot. I'm not saying, he has to defend it on a weekly basis. He has to do this and that. Not just him having the title, It's like, let's give a nothing title to a nothing person, Simple as that. So after that, we have, finally, a match that I'm actually... there's like 3 matches I'm interested. We have Natty versus Charlotte for the SmackDown Live Women's Championship. By the way, it's been like a year anniversary for the SmackDown Live Women's Championship. Nobody give a fuck, but okay. I'm just saying. And the same thing for the tag titles. Nobody gives a fuck. But it's been like a year since we had those championships in WWE. But overall, let's see. Some might not like the fact that Charlotte could win the championship, based on the fact that WWE is trying to use Ric Flair's near-death experience as an scapegoat for her to win the championship, as a way for us to be like, yeah, Charlotte won for her daddy, he almost died. Come on, dude. Like, looking at it like that, yeah, that's freaking weak. I honestly think Natty has to be on a bitch level for her to do that, and we haven't seen Natty being a bitch since to Nikki Bella earlier this year, back in January or February, whenever they feuded around that time, right? So we haven't seen bitch Natty in a long time, so I think we should bring out bitch Natty in order for that to happen. So I'm gonna stick with Natty winning this match because I feel like it's too early to get Charlotte the championship. Would I be upset that she wins the championship? No. I'm just gonna be like, it's a little too early, but I'm overall okay with it. I expected her to win the title because Charlotte has not yet won that championship. I've been waiting for her to win that title since she came over to SmackDown thanks to the Superstar shakeup. So you gotta wait and see what happens at Hell in the Cell. Also, I want to see, I think we might get a tease of the cash-in. Is it gonna happen? No, Carmella is smart. Why would she have Charlotte and Natty on her ass when she could just have one of them on her ass? Or why would she have Charlotte and Natty both after her for the championship when she cashed in and win it, then at least have Natty or Charlotte on her case? It's better to have one person on your case than two. Just saying. So I think it's best that Carmella does not cash it, but she does tease it. But she doesn't actually cash it in. After that, we're going to have the New Day versus Usos for the SmackDown Live Tag Team titles. For the first time ever, Tag Team titles will be inside and be contested inside the Hell in a Cell structure. But for the first time since 2009, we're going to have a tag team Hell in a Cell. And the last team that did that was DX versus Legacy. And they main evented that Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, which was the first Hell in a Cell pay-per-view back in 2009. So, and I believe that was October 3rd that day as well. Or October 4th. Either way. I want the Usos to win this match because I feel like after that promo they cut on SmackDown this past Tuesday, it needs to happen. That Uso penitentiary promo was fire. Oh my god. When I listen to Usos, I listen. I pay attention. I enjoy what they're saying. I enjoy what they say. When New Day comes out, if New Day is like 50-50, like they're 50%, humor and jokes and laughter and all that stuff, but 50% serious at the same time. That's a good combination for New Day. When they're hilarious, when they're funny, but then they could get serious at the same time. I love it. I love that side of New Day. So I expect to see a knockout, a brawl, a tag team brawl. And Usos, and this is going to be the Hell in a Cell, unlike Shane and KO, because they said Falls can anywhere, apparently. But unlike them, the New Day and Usos, they'll be locked inside the cell. No one can get out. Not one member, or the member that's not competing in this match is going to be outside the ring. So I expect to see a nasty brawl when this happens. I can't wait to see what happens. I can't wait. Hell in a Cell, it's like 50-50. It's like, but at the same time, a little bit hype. A little bit. And, let's see. I think we have Shane and KO. I think that's the last one, right? Now, I really hope, and by the way, this whole Fashion Files thing, this thing needs to stop now. I'm tired of this Fashion Files garbage. I really am. I really want to see Dongo and Tyler Breeze compete. Please, can we see them wrestle? Can they wrestle? Come on. Get over this thing already. Who attacked them? Harper and Rowan. Done deal. Let's move on, please. KO and Shane. Now, since they announced that it's going to be Falls Can Anywhere, we're going to see Shane McMahon dive off the cell again. And I'm hyped for that. I can't wait to see that. I'm going to do a reaction video for that shit because that's going to be lit. It's going to be like, no, Shane, no. But it's going to be lit. All I know is, actually, maybe they might both up top go out. They might go up to the top of the cell. They're not going to fall off, but of course, they're going to go to the top. And then maybe Kevin Owens might powerbomb Shane onto the cell, and that's it. We got a pinfall 1, 2, 3. I don't know. But either way, do I expect Shane to jump off the cell? Yes, I do. I do expect that to happen. Is it going to happen? 50-50. I don't think you really need to. It's like, does Shane hate Kevin Owens that much to put him down for good by jumping off the cell? I mean, he did that to The Undertaker just for fucks. Like, he doesn't hate The Undertaker. He just did it for fucks. He knew he was going up against The Undertaker. He needed to do something, right? But he's going up against Kevin Owens. Yeah, Kevin Owens is a dominant type of person that will literally destroy you in a match, right? But he's not on the level of the Undertaker. No one's on the Undertaker level. Simple, right? But overall, he must hate Kevin Owens that much to dive off the cell. That's all I can say about that. He must despise Kevin Owens. But I do expect Kevin Owens to win this match. I don't expect Shane to win at all. I mean, I get it that Shane only wrestles twice a year. Last year he competed against The Undertaker and he competed in that Survivor Series match. And he won one match and he lost one match. He won the Survivor Series match. He was on the winning team. And he lost at WrestleMania. So, he lost at this year's WrestleMania to AJ Styles. Is he going to lose to Kevin Owens? We got to think about that too. I mean, yeah, it's like, but are they gonna, it's really shitty for WWE to let Kevin Owens lose to Shane McMahon. It's going to make Kevin Owens look really bad. But you got to think about it like that, though. Shane won last year, and he lost last year as well. Is he going to do the same? It's the same thing going to happen. He's going to win one, and he's going to lose one. Is that what's going to happen? At Hell in a Cell, is that what's going to happen? What happens if Shane McMahon wins, though? Is Shane going to fire Kevin Owens? Is he going to suspend him? Is he going to trade him over to Raw? What's going to happen with Kevin Owens? As a boss, you cannot tell me you're gonna let an employee stay on your turf, on your payroll after all the crap you've done to me. Like if I was your boss and as an employee, disgruntled employee, you treated me like shit. You beat me up. You beat up my father. You expect me to sit here after I beat you on a pay-per-view. You expect me to sit here and just let bygones be bygones. Are you mad? And especially, my last name is McMahon too. Especially when your last name is McMahon, you can't expect me to believe that Shane McMahon is gonna let Kevin Owens stay on the show, continue his ways on SmackDown, mainly because I beat him at the pay-per-view. That's good enough for me. What? No way. I don't see that at all. I think if Kevin Owens loses to Shane, then KO either will get fired, suspended, or traded. Either way, something needs to happen, or he can't compete for a championship or whatever. Something, or maybe we don't see these guys for a while. But if Kevin Owens wins, I can already tell what's going to happen. Maybe Shane might be off TV for a long time until something nasty happens where it's an emergency or it's an important matter where Shane McMahon has to come on TV. But if it's not that, then Shane will just be off TV overall. So I already know the outcome if Kevin Owens wins this match, because Kevin Owens, he wins. Kevin Owens going to be like, yeah, I beat up Shane McMahon. I beat McMahon senseless. That's why you're not going to see Shane for a long time. You're not going to see Shane ever again. Whatever, something like that. So I expect Kevin Owens to win this match, and I expect to see Shane off TV for a long time. And let Daniel Bryan run the show. But I think that's it. That's all the hell. I can't believe that took me like 20 minutes just to talk about Hell in a Cell. It should have been like 5 minutes, but okay. But yeah, overall, dude, Mahal is going to retain the championship due to the India tour. Natty's going to win the championship because I think it's a little too early for Charlotte to win, but I wouldn't be mad if Charlotte won. The Usos need to win because the Usos promo kind of validate that. That was validation. That the Usos promo this past episode of SmackDown was validation for them to win the championship. It was good enough for me. That's all I can say. AJ Styles losing to Baron Corbin. Corbin wins the U.S. title because the U.S. title is doing nothing for AJ Styles. Let Corbin get the title. Let him do something with it for the next couple of months. He feuds with Ty Dillinger since Dillinger beat him on SmackDown last week on this past episode of SmackDown Live. And also, Kevin Owens wins the championship, Shane McMahon off TV for a long time. That's what I assume that's going to happen. And that is my Hell in a Cell prediction. There you go. Now let's talk about Raw and a little bit of SmackDown. But before that, let's talk about some rumors or news I've been hearing. I've heard that people in WWE wants to bring Raw a top figure, a top authority figure, because the ratings are down. And people are assuming, and I already did the second I saw top authority figure, Stephanie McMahon does not need to come back on television. The Stephanie McMahon I love to see is the one that's you know, at the charity events, that's doing the stuff for women. You know, the like, for example, the Mae Young Classic. You know, all this stuff that she does off of Monday Night Raw. You see, Stephanie McMahon away from Raw, she's a good person. I like Stephanie like that. When she's on Raw, I despise her. What happened to her at WrestleMania was so little of what she deserves, bro. What happened to Stephanie at WrestleMania, a lot more should have happened to her. That's how I feel when Stephanie's on Monday Night Raw. But when she's away from that and she's doing charity events, doing things for kids, or doing more, all that good stuff off of Raw, when she's away from Raw, when she's, you know, being the good person that she is, you know, like, that's the Stephanie I want to see. I do not need to see coming out, arms, you know, like she's a god or goddess or whatever, and she's coming out, bring the lights to me, because I'm the attention star, I'm the attention bitch up in here. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that at all. I don't need to see that. Please, Lord, give me a sign. I don't need to see that, okay? With that being said, does Raw need a top authority figure? No. What's gonna bring Raw's ratings up is building your stars. Now, yeah, you could bring in old stars too. That can help. You know, that works. But, you know, bringing a top authority figure doesn't mean jack. If you mean bringing in a top authority figure just to create a storyline, it can go both ways. It can go good or bad, because look at the Authority. We wanted to see that die within a year or less than a year. But yeah, it went on for far too long. So, all I can say right now is, let's hope to God Stephanie does not return to Monday Night Raw. If she comes back and blames Kurt Angle for the ratings being low, the attendance being low, then she must have been on that good shit, because Raw's been this way for about a year now. Ever since the brand split happened, Raw has been this way. SmackDown is worse than Raw. Raw actually gets some people in that where the hard camera is. Yeah, Raw gets some people there. SmackDown, not a soul. SmackDown in that area is black as my computer table. Like, it's dark. Like, you don't see a soul. You don't see a thing. You can't even see the chairs itself in that area. It's like a big-ass blank space for SmackDown Live. If anything, Shane McMahon needs to confront Daniel Bryan about that. But I'm just saying. I may be talking on my ass here, but you guys get my drift. Recently, today also on Twitter, Triple H once again announced NXT Takeover War Games. Now, people are looking into this way too hard. You gotta think about it. Is this just a name? Or are they actually gonna do behind the name? Are they actually gonna do something behind the name? Or is it just a name for the show? Think about it like that. Look at Extreme Rules. There was a time where there was barely any weapons used or anything extreme even happened. You know, and it's called Extreme Rules. Yet nothing happens. Think about it like that. Or think of a WWE pay-per-view that happened recently. It has a cool name. It has a good a theme to it. But yet WWE does not do it at all. I can't think of anything right now. Maybe, I don't know. Hell in a Cell comes to mind. You know, when they have a Hell in a Cell match, nothing happens. It's just a normal match with the cage around it. That's, I guess, Hell in a Cell is the perfect one. Or maybe gimmick pay-per-views overall. But you guys get my drift. Is it a name? Is it just a gimmick show? Or is it actually gonna have the War Games match itself? Are we gonna watch WCW stuff? What's gonna happen? You know? So, to me, I'm gonna wait and see what happens with that when Survivor Series time comes through, because it's gonna be interesting. We're gonna have WCW related stuff coming in November, with Starrcade being a live event and War Games for NXT. So NXT Takeover War Games, that is an interesting name. You know, I get it, it's based off WCW stuff, but we gotta wait and see what happens, bro. We gotta wait and see what happens. Let's see. I think that's it as far as the news go. Enzo being Cruiserweight Champion. Let me give you guys my thoughts on that. Now, as far as Enzo being champ, and everybody just shitting on him, I'm starting to like Enzo being Cruiserweight Champion because we gotta heal Enzo. A babyface Enzo is annoying. But at least Enzo, when he's a heel, he's meant to be annoying. He's naturally annoying. So, when Enzo being a heel, you want to see him get his ass kicked now. Before, we always feel bad for Enzo. We always had sympathy for Enzo. But now, we want to see Enzo get his ass kicked. And him being champion help him elevate that, and I actually start to like it now. Enzo Amore is single-handedly the reason why I'm starting to like Kalisto now. Think about that. If you guys go on my Twitter, I literally tweet Kalisto sucks every time he comes out. Anytime he comes out, I don't like Kalisto at all. Plus he blocked me like a cunt, but that's besides the point. Yeah. Enzo Amore, single-handedly, almost 100% made me like Kalisto. And I've been shitting on this guy for over a year now. So, think about that. Enzo Amore, even though he's annoying as fuck, some people might even put him on t-shirts, tell him to get off their TVs, whatever, right? All I can say is, Enzo Amore being champion, I like it. I like it a lot. It's not gonna do shit for 205 Live. 205 Live is damaged. It's like trying to clean up shit that can't be cleaned up. It's like cleaning up something that can't be cleaned up, basically. You can't clean up something that's damaged. You can't fix something that is damaged forever. 205 Live is damaged forever. Now, I'm not gonna lie. After seeing the 205 Live Arena in the game and seeing all these cruiserweight guys in the game, a part of me wants to make a 205 Live show myself. Maybe like upload it on Saturdays only, Saturday night 205 Live. Something like that, right? Where you only see cruiserweights in matches, like 3 matches a show, like what, a 20-minute, 30-minute show on Saturdays. I plan to do that. But in real life, 205 Live is nothing. It is nothing. So, let's see how that goes. I don't know when the championship match is going to happen between Kalisto and Enzo. Maybe at TLC, which is a couple weeks from now. But we'll have to wait and see. Now, let's talk about Raw real quick. Raw, nothing much out of the ordinary. Ambrose and Rollins had a little problem with Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman beat up Seth Rollins. By the way, this whole Vegas stuff, I mean, and people always tell me, why don't you go outside? This is why. Yeah, I know. I live in Canada. They're in the States. There's a huge difference. I get that. But I'm always thinking, what if that shit happens and I'm at the wrong place at the wrong time? Think about that. These people were outside just chilling, watching a man perform. And the second that dude left, that's when this whole shit happened. That's when that whole shooting thing happened. And this is why I don't get why people do this. I don't. Well, what is the point of doing that? I don't understand. What's the point of taking out weapons and killing innocent people? Why? And this dude was like 68 years old or 60 years old. A 60-year-old dude is capable of doing this. I can't trust anybody. A 60-year-old fucking idiot is capable of doing that alone? I don't trust anybody outside my home right now. I don't trust my neighbors beside me. I don't trust people above me, people below me. I don't trust nobody. Because if a 60-year-old man could do that, what says a dude my age could do that? Or someone younger can do that? Or someone like in their 30s, 40s, 50s, 70s can do that? If a man in his 60s can do that, I can't trust nobody. This is why, for those that ask that question, why don't I go outside? It's because of shit like that. I don't trust people. I don't trust anyone. The only time I can get that out of my mind is when I think about going to Raw arenas, SmackDown, like Raw or WWE shows in general, or going to school. That's the only time I don't think about that. But outside that, I don't trust anybody. I think about this a lot. I always look around. I look at my surroundings. I try to pay attention to a lot what's going on. If I see anything that goes left, I'm out. I run. I'm not saying a word. If you're with me, I'll let you know real quick. But if you don't hear me, you're on your own. I'm sorry. I just have to say that because that whole Las Vegas bullshit, I don't get it. I don't understand why people do that. Why? Are you telling me you have nothing to do with your life at all for you to go fuck around with people like that? And take people's lives for no exact reason. And then take your life like a pussy. I don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't know. Overall, Monday Night Raw did that thing, for the Vegas. I didn't see it. But overall, I was in the shower. By the time I got out, that's when Raw started for me. But yeah, I'm glad that they did the thing for Vegas. They did it both on Raw and SmackDown. I just don't understand why people would do that. This is why, I always think about stuff like that. I was like, what are the chances of me dying today? What are the chances of me dying just from leaving my own home? Not saying a word to anybody, and I just get blamed right there. I think about this shit. I may think about it too hard, but I think about this. Whatever my mom always says, hey, well, let's go to the mall. I don't want to go to the mall. I don't trust people in the mall. Shit always happens to the fucking mall. I don't want to go to no mall where I can have a chance of death. I don't want to die. I do not want to die. At least now, when I'm 20. I'm in my fucking 20s. I don't want to go out yet. I want to die naturally. When I'm old and shit, when I'm old. You get to a point in your life where you pass away. But overall, I just don't understand people at all. I really don't. So Raw had Strowman and Rollins go at it. Great match to begin the show. Strowman getting the win. And again, that was a great match to begin Raw. Roman and Miz had a great match for that Intercontinental Championship. Again, Miz is a soft guy in the ring. Nobody can tell me otherwise. I have a friend of mine that's a huge fan of The Miz, saying that he's been with Miz since day one, or when he was WWE champion. But me, nah. I always hated The Miz. I don't like Miz. And when Roman Reigns, Miz single-handedly make me cheer for Roman Reigns, and I was all over that on Twitter. I was like, come on, Roman, let's do it. Go get that championship. End this misery known as the championship reign of The Miz. You know? And then Cesaro and Sheamus got involved. And then they're teasing the Shield thing again. So I'm like, you know what? I want the Shield to come back. It may be pointless. It may be worthless. But in the end, dude, I want the Shield to come back just for fucking you guys up. Just for it because you guys messed up in a great Intercontinental title match. I want to see the Shield. I want to see the Shield come back and destroy, annihilate Miz and Cesaro and Sheamus. That's what I want to see. And Mickie James had a good segment on Raw with Alicia Fox, Emma, you know, and then Bliss and Nia Jax. I don't know where. I said this. I was asking myself this, and whenever I watch reviews, I always say that too. It's like, when did Nia and Bliss become friends again? And Corey Graves had to say, you know, they're frenemies. You know, sometimes they're friends, but there's times where they're enemies. You know, shit like that. You know, it's like, okay, whatever. But in the end, dude, it still doesn't make any sense. It's like, bro, how can you be friends with someone that dropped you on your head? Explain that to me, huh? How can you be friends, huh? I don't get it. And that was recent too, but either way. Like, it took Shawn Michaels years to befriend Triple H. Just saying. Nothing else. Nothing else to talk about. Oh, Balor and Wyatt. Wyatt looking to introduce Sister Abigail. You know. I don't know. It was interesting because I'm like, what the hell is this? Why does he look like that? Wearing ugly ass makeup and shit. I'm like, what's going on? And he's like, Sister Abigail, and someone, you know, kind of, you know, reminded me about, you know, Randy Orton burned down. Randy Orton burned the barn down, and, you know, and then Bray Wyatt bathed in Sister Abigail's ashes, and all of a sudden now she's coming back. What? Or all of a sudden now she's alive? Huh? When did that happen? You know, why is that a thing? But overall, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little bit intrigued to see how this goes, but I'm kind of waiting for this feud to end. Now I'm hearing that Balor versus Brock. I would like to see that. I would like to see that a lot, you know. Some people say that it's unrealistic, you know, Balor trying to fight the Beast, the Demon versus the Beast. I mean, that's a good title to it. We had the Best versus the Beast. We had the Dead Man versus the Beast. We just had the Monster versus the Beast. We had the Big Dog versus the Beast. Well, that's going to come at WrestleMania 34 anyway. But yeah. Yeah. Balor versus Brock Lesnar. I would like to see that. I want to see how that goes. But Balor beating Lesnar? Now, I'm not against that because I want anyone. I don't care if it's James Ellsworth himself. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's Hornswoggle. I don't give a damn who it is. Get the title off of Lesnar. But Finn Balor taking the championship off of Brock Lesnar, I would love that a lot. Maybe it might not be realistic, but still, I would like to see that because I'm sick and tired of Brock Lesnar walking around in Canada with that championship title, and then he doesn't do dick for like how many months. If we don't see him at Survivor Series, if we don't see him to the build of Survivor Series, some shit is going down for real. Maybe in this first contract, he wasn't able to show up for Survivor Series, but now maybe he might show up for Survivor Series because like he showed up for last year, so he might be able to show up for this year's Survivor Series as well. Let's hope. Let's just hope. You know, make him show up for only big pay-per-views. That'll be fair enough. That's fair enough. You know, but Brock Lesnar doing a big match at SummerSlam, but then 5 weeks later he has No Mercy with Braun Strowman, but Balor versus Lesnar, I would like to see that a lot. And nothing much to talk about now. SmackDown Live, I mean, there's one thing I'll tell you about SmackDown Live. I'm sensing a heel turn coming, and it's someone you might not see this coming from. Sami Zayn. Look at it like this. You see, Sami Zayn, for the past week and a half, has been telling Shane, yo, this isn't Kevin Owens. This isn't the one that comes out and be brash and cocky and arrogant and making all these jokes and trying to be funny, Kevin Owens. No, this is on a different level. He's gonna fuck you up, Kevin Owens. This is destructive Kevin Owens. This is fight Owens, fight, kill Owens, kill Kevin Owens. That's what this is. That's what Zayn is trying to tell Shane. And Shane is like, look, Sammy, you do you, I do me, okay? I appreciate that, but Kevin Owens should be worried about being locked in the cell with me. I'm not in the cell with him. He's in the cell with me. He needs to worry about that. And then if you look at the expression on Zayn's face, it looked like, Shane, I'm trying to tell you, and your fucking dumbass is not listening to me. You, out of everyone, should listen to me. Because I'm the one person, whenever I'm telling you whenever I say anything about Kevin Owens, it's fact. Me and him were friends. I was the best man at his wedding. And look what he did to me. Beat me for my NXT championship. Put me down out of commission for a while on injury. Kevin Owens able to bypass me and go and win all these championships while I sit here and have a lackluster career right now. That was the expression on Zayn's face. It's like, dude, listen to me. I'm the one person that can actually help you. Because I know Kevin Owens better than anyone in the locker room, on the roster. But Shane wants to be so ignorant and be like, look, bro, you do you, I'll worry about me. Alright? That's basically what Shane was saying to Sami Zayn. So if Sami Zayn gets involved at Hell in the Cell, it's gonna shock the fuck out of me. But I'm not gonna be surprised to see it unfold that he's attacking Shane and he's joining Kevin Owens. It will shock me to be like, what are you doing, Zayn? But then it will come back to me like, oh, okay. That's how it's gonna be like. But overall, dude, Hell in the Cell is gonna be a weak show. It feels like that to me. It's gonna be like Battleground. It's gonna be weak. The Usos and the New Day is gonna be the highlight of the show. KO and Shane, it'll have some highlight moments, but won't be a good match, just like the Undertaker match which Shane had last year at WrestleMania. But we'll have to wait and see. And I think that's it for this week's 7 Days podcast. NXT was a good show. Roderick Strong and McIntyre had a match for the NXT title. Great match. And I believe at the end of the match, Strong was confronted by the Undisputed Era, or whatever they're called. The Undisputed Future, the Undisputed Era, and Cole Fish O'Reilly, the CFO. And Strong was surprised to see those guys come up to him like that, So we have to wait and see what happens with that. But yeah, that is 7 Days podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed yourself. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Hope you guys enjoyed listening to me talk for an hour. If you guys can, leave a like, subscribe. If you're new, follow me on Twitter at Boy123Jim. I will be live tweeting Hell in a Cell SmackDown Live exclusive pay-per-view. I'm gonna relax until my people call me for work. And also, I'm gonna be eating my food while I wait. Hope you guys enjoy. Leave a thumbs up, like I said. Subscribe. And don't worry, 2K18 Universe Mode is coming. It's coming very soon, the second that game release. Stay tuned, and I'm out, guys. Night of Champions this Sunday. Later.